going to be showing you how you can grow potatoes in grow bags easily. This takes a couple weeks to do, however, but the end result will definitely be amazing to pull off, so let's begin. Alright, so let's begin here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to plant them 2 to 4 weeks after your last frost. So this can basically be, most of the time, probably it's going to happen in May, but if you live down south, you can actually kind of have this as a year-long crop, as long as you plant it like 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah, that sounds hard, but it really isn't. Also, yeah, we do have some pretty full potatoes. I do have a couple updates on those. So you can either buy potato seeds, or you can cut them. Now, cutting them is a little bit more complicated. I honestly don't know how we did it. I don't remember if we cut them or bought seeds, but there are going to be these things that are called eyes, and what they'll do is they have like these giant, like, they're like pinkish purple sort of, and they stick out, and you're gonna want to like cut your seed in half, and that'll come, and I'll talk about that later. That'll come in important later. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to dig a trench about 6 to 9 inches under the soil. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna place the cut side. So the side where you cut, and there's absolutely no like eyes on that part, like face down. And then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna leave those eyes face up, because that's where the potatoes are going to sprout from. Now, what you're going to wanna do is you're gonna wanna water them about 1 to 2 inches of water per week, or 2.54 to 5.08 centimeters of water per week. So yeah, plenty of water. That's why I'd recommend growing them closer to your house. That way we can water them with the hose at any time. I think we do about that per week, but they don't have an irrigation system attached to them, because this is just our first year and we're still experimenting with this stuff. All right, now what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna add soil as the plant grows. So when you look at this right here, there's a bunch of soil here, but when we started, there was just a little bit of soil, maybe like half a foot, maybe like 5 or 6 inches of soil there. But now we have like over a foot, maybe even close to 1.5 feet of soil in there. That's because as it grows, you want to bury it, sort of. I know it sounds really bad, but it really does help a lot with your production. Ah, crap, my battery's about to die. Let me switch cameras real quick. So as soon as the leaves turn yellow on the plant, that's when you're going to want to halt production on the water. So stop watering them for a good like 1 to 2 weeks. So this usually happens, I'm gonna say probably sometime in like August or September if you live up from like 5A to like 7B, probably sometime around that time frame. Sometime in like late August or early September, because this is basically the fall harvest. And then what you're gonna want to do is, once they're done, like a week or so later, then you're gonna want to there are 2 ways you can harvest potatoes. You can dig them out, or you can just take them completely out, throw them in like a wheelbarrow, and then detach the potatoes from that. That's one of the ways you can do that. But another way you can do that is just simply take them out from like the plant. That's a little bit more complicated, but if you want a lesser damaging way to do it, then that's my recommendation. Alright, so now that you're done, now you're gonna want to make good use out of this plant. So you're gonna want to take the plants and just throw them in your compost pile if you have one. If you don't have one, I'd recommend you start one, because we have one and it's definitely gonna help save us some money getting some stuff for the garden next year. And yeah, hopefully that does go that way. And yeah, those are just a couple tips and tricks I had to offer for you for the potato gardening. And yeah, I'd recommend you grow them in bags away from your garden, so near your house, because if the dreaded potato beetle comes around, they will literally just rip your whole thing to shreds, and when they discover your garden's damn, they'll be right there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe. And that's the end of the video now. So subscribe.